I think she's done. What's going on, guys? Big Mike, the 717 Outlaw here with you today. So, any of you guys that are new to the channel, I drag race motorcycles. I have a 2012 Suzuki Hayabusa, currently pretty much stock, has an exhaust, or slip-on exhaust, swing arm. That is it. Now, we go over to the, honestly, kind of like my pride and joy. This is the first sport bike I ever bought. It is a 2005 Yamaha R6. Now, this thing has basically a straight piped race exhaust on it. It has an 6 to 8 inch overstock swing arm extension, fuel programmer and tuner, and she is lowered, I believe, 2 inches in the rear, 2.5 in the front. And as you can see, all the markings that are on this is the bike that became known as Project Cornbread. I made this bike. A buddy of mine was supposed to buy this. He unfortunately passed away at the age of 17 in a motorcycle accident. And we made this tribute bike for him because he was going to buy this. Once I upgraded to the Busa, this was supposed to be going to him. So, like I said, anybody that's new to the channel, these are the bikes. And today's episode, we're going to be finishing up the final touches to Project Cornbread. And no, we did not manage to find a clear coat yet, but we're still doing some research on that. One of my cousins actually works for a body shop. He's working on some things, trying to do some testing with multiple types of coatings to see which one works best with this type of paint marker that we used. But the touches that we're going to be doing today are going over the entire bike and replacing and even actually putting on some of the old screws that are either missing or have been replaced with definitely not factory screws. And we're going to be replacing all of this and pretty much doing the final touches. As you can see too, this one here, that is just a hex head. That's something you would find in, like, maybe holding something together in a wall or something like that. But we're going to go over the entire bike, replace all of the pins, and we'll start her up just at the end of the video so that way you guys get to hear what that race exhaust sounds like. Alright guys, let's get into this and let's start getting this bike looking better. Alright guys, going with Project Cornbread here, we have 5 bags of new screws and everything to replace on this bike. Some of these are your hose clamps and things that are a little bit more underneath the skin on Cornbread. But we're mainly going to be replacing the more visible screws and just going with an all black look. I will, however, be changing. I did order these separately. These are the windscreen bolts. We're going to be keeping those silver just for a little bit of contrast, especially to go with the silver signatures. But all right, guys, these are our parts. Let's go ahead and get to it. guys, after honestly a few hours, for you guys it might have been only a few minutes, a few seconds, we finally have Project Cornbread finished up with her new bolts and screws and even push pins. I honestly think she looks really good. It cleaned it up. The only thing that I will say that sucked is some of the mix matched nuts and bolts that were used to hold the body on from the previous owner before me. Some of them did leave some minor defects in the paint around where the new bolts are, but the new bolts actually came with some plastic washers to help kind of protect the body a little bit, and it kind of hides some of the minor defects. But in the end, the new black bolts kind of cleans up. If you don't look at it in the right light, you honestly don't see them that much. And then I did, like I said, I kept the silver up here for the front, so there's a little bit of color contrast up here. We also replaced the ones here on the front fender. We replaced a lot of screws down here along the bottom of the bike, and she cleaned up very well. So I'm excited that she's done. We are still, like I said at the beginning of the video, we are going to be looking for that clear coat to try and make sure that we can get everybody's names on this project protected. And I do kind of want to give a little bit of a shout out to I can't name all of you guys, but I can't thank any of the people, all of the people that managed to make this project possible. A lot of Harrison's friends that I can now call my friends really stepped up and helped me get this project done. I couldn't believe the turnout, and I was hoping to get it to more football games than what I did this year, but so far from what I know, I'm not sure what they're doing tonight, but tonight is round 2 of the playoffs. I'm really hoping that the guys are doing good, and hopefully we can bring home a state championship this year. I think we won districts last week, and now it's on to the trying to go for our conference. But anyway, I really do hope you guys like this video. I really do hope that you want to stick around and see what Cornbread does. We are going to be taking this to the track November 24th with Send It Steve and hopefully a couple other YouTube guys. Send It Steve actually did sign this bike, and it really was pretty cool to have some of the local YouTubers help out with this project, especially ones that Harrison did watch on somewhat of a daily basis. But alright guys, I'm going to end this video here. As always, I hope you do like everything that we've done. I hope you like Project Cornbread, and if you want to know anything more about the bike, maybe about why I did this project and anything like that, go ahead and drop those comments down below, and I will respond to you as soon as I can. And as always, hit that subscribe button along with the little bell next to it for notifications on the newest videos that I will be putting out. And stay tuned. We got racing coming up. The Busa and Project Cornbread will be hitting the track. We're looking for a 9-second pass on the Busa, and we're going to see if we can dip into the 10s with the R6. All right, guys. As always, ride safe, ride smart, always wear your helmet, and I'll see you on the next one.
You